Good morning, everyone. So this is the first part of a series of videos I'm doing that's basically going to give you a walkthrough of selecting car, figuring out the best car to buy. If you're starting out in the motor trade and you haven't a clue how to pick out the car that's right for you, the price, the margins, and just a bit lost of knowing what car to buy, then stay tuned, because this video or this first part, we're going to literally start from scratch, right at the beginning, from uploading catalogs into spreadsheets, and then over the next few videos we're going to go into more in-depth data crunching, bringing AI into it, and really honing in on what works for you and what information you want to get out of a car and how AI can help you do it. But we're going to start slowly. So there's probably going to be 4 or 5 videos over a period of a few weeks or something like that. But if you're new to this and you don't know anything about spreadsheets or how to work out what cars to buy, then stay tuned, because this is going to be really, really helpful. But I'm going to do it slowly. I'm going to do it in detail. I'm going to try not to bore the pants off you, but bear with me, and we'll get through this together. But here we go. Right, welcome, and here we go. So grab a cup of tea, coffee. If you can maintain a bit of sense of humour and patience, then that would be great. But I think we'll just start off by very quickly explaining what you probably need to have in place before you start watching these videos. So ideally you want to have, you want to be set up as a trader, you want to have access to the auction houses, you want to apply for those, and I guess if you're doing that, you want to have your trade plates ordered, your insurance in place, because obviously signing up to the auction houses, they often require proof that you're an actual trader. So go on, get your trade insurance sorted out. I use Gallagher. I have 5, 6. I can have as many cars I like, actually, but I think I pay about 1,100 a month. Sorry, not 1,100 a month, 1,100 a year for my trade insurance, and then once you've got your trade insurance, you can get your trade plates. You can do that online. Just look at that on DVLA, and they say it takes about 4 weeks to come through, but actually they're a bit quicker than that, about 10 days for me. But once you've got your insurance, then you can start approaching Mannheim, Aston Barclay, BCA, and they'll need proof that you are a trader, so you can get an account set up. So also what you'll need is access to Google Sheets, and we're going to be using Google Sheets throughout this. So very easy to set up. Go onto Google, create an account, and what have you. And then we'll use Google Sheets. Very simple. But we're going to be starting from there. So we're literally going to be opening up a fresh Google Sheet, and we're going to start importing some cars, and we'll show you how it's done. Right, now you've got all your accounts set up, I guess. Well, you don't have to have them. Well, I think you do actually, to actually get into the catalogues. But I'm going to use Aston Barclay, and I'm just picking out an auction they have on. So this will probably be all done and dusted by the time you watch this. But the reason why I'm using Aston Barclay is that if you don't have an Auto Trader account, Aston Barclay actually give you the Auto Trader retail ratings on each car. So if we look at the first one, the cap clean is at 31, cap average at 29, and actually the Auto Trader retail price is 38,239. So I don't think you really get this on BCA or Mannheim. So it's a really good way of actually working out the margin you're potentially looking at, and we'll be seeing all that in the spreadsheet. So if you've got your Google account all set up, great. But the first thing we're going to do is once we've gone into a catalogue for an auction, up here you'll see the option to that's a PDF, I believe. You can download a PDF form. Excel spreadsheet, CSV. So we're wanting to get a CSV file of all of these cars, and I think there's 141 cars in here. Not every one of these is going to be for you, but we're going to whittle them out, and that's the main thing. Instead of going through page by page and going, oh, I like that one. Oh, that one's nice, and then losing track of the first one you thought was going to be a good go out and all that sort of stuff. So we're going to literally pile all this into a spreadsheet. So here we go. So download the CSV file. Yeah, download. And there we go. And we're going to want to get this into Google Sheets. So what I tend to do is I open it up. You might need a bit of software that will sort of open up a CSV file, and then literally we're going to copy the whole lot into Google Sheets. And I've got a Google Sheet set up here, boof, and I've got it all in here. So now we've got the whole of that catalogue, all 141, actually it's 142, actually no, 141 cars in there, 42 cars, 41 cars, because this top layer is just the headers. So we've got the colour, the description, the mileage, the V5, is it present, when the MOT is due, and all that sort of stuff. So we can from here sort of whittle down the cars that we want or don't want. So we've got the Auto Trader retail value. This is going to be quite important. And we've got the cap value. So we want to be looking, first of all, creating a column that's actually going to give us our margin. So it's going to look at the cap value. So that first car there, 31, cap clean is 31,200. Auto Trader retail rating is retail price, is 38,239. So if we look at that, exactly the same, that's the first car in the lot. So we want to really create a column here saying margin. And the margin is basically going to be the difference between that and that. So on a spreadsheet, if you hover over the cell and go equals, because that's the sign you want to tell the spreadsheet you're about to put a formula in. You want equals, and then click on the Auto Trader retail value. That will come up with T2, and then minus S2. Click on S2 and then press enter, and it gives you a whopping great big margin there, but easy, because we just need to see what there could be something wrong with that car, or the reason why there's a low cap price. But anyway, so the Google Sheets will say, oh, do you want to do this with all of your cars? And you go, oh yes please. So you do that, and then you've got the margins for all of the cars there. You might have a little one that says minus 1,500, but there'll be a reason for that, because it hasn't got a retail price, Auto Trader's retail price, and that can be because it's an old car. It can be for maybe a couple other different reasons, but if it's an old sorry about that. I got rudely interrupted by someone wanting to buy a car, so I had to deal with them. Anyway, so one thing on Google Sheets, you can, if you're scrolling up and down, you're going, oh Christ, I can't remember what column I'm in, or what we need to make this sort of sticky. This we want to keep this static, so when you're scrolling down you can actually see the top thing. So for that, I think we can do we want to freeze one row. So if we freeze that, when we do that, we can see which column we're looking at, which is great. Right, so now we've got the margin, we can now start filtering out the cars. So if we go and select this top row here by clicking 1, so it's highlighted. And then we want to go to data, and we want to sort of create create filter view. So that will then highlight all of this, and we can now filter all of these columns as we like. So we can go into mileage and click on the little lines here, which are the filter lines, and we can go mileage by condition. We want to go is less than, let's say, 70,000 miles. So we don't really want anything to show up that's over 70,000 miles. Enter. So now only the cars with less than 70,000 miles will show, which is pretty much most of them by the looks of things. Yeah, it has filtered them out. They all seem to be under 70,000 miles. Okay, and also we want to have the V5. Really, we want to be buying cars with a V5, so we want to only have the yeses there. So if we do that if N is going to be no, TF is probably, on its way or something like that. So just to be safe, we're just going to click yes. If you want to buy cars with no V5s, then fill your boots. But I only want cars with the V5s. MOT date's not too worried about that. Former keepers. Again, if you wanted to only buy cars with one careful lady owner, for instance, then choose or go into the filter and deselect these and just have the 0. But I'm going to keep that open. The NAMA, this is the grade of the car. So again, if you want to only have grade 1, 2 cars, I don't want to have to do too much body work, then you can go in and filter anything from 3 and above out. So there's a grade 5, there's a 4. I don't like grade 5s and I don't like grade 4s, so I'm actually going to do that. So then we can come over to the cap value, the price expected to fetch at auction in a clean state. So let's say I don't want to spend any more than £10,000. So I'm going to come in here, by condition, I want to have less than or equal to 10,000. So you can see how that whittles everything down there by some considerable amount. And you can now see that we've got a handful of cars, and we can see our margins. We can then filter this and go Z to A, so it brings the highest margin car up. So these are the cars. We don't want to be looking at any other car on this catalogue because they do not hit the criteria. You've got some good margins here on some cars and you've got some little ones on the others. So from this, we can go back in and we can look at the lot numbers. Some are missing, but if you actually go into it and go forward focus, hatchback, it will be there, but it might not have been allocated a lot number yet. And we can open this up a bit more of a description there. So now we've got a good handful of cars, and that's a good starting point. And the next step will be to go and whittle them down, find out a bit more about these cars. If you look at this and go, actually, none of these cars are the sort of cars I want, move on. There's always another day. Or you can go, well, I tell you what, I'll increase my mileage somewhat. I can go above 80,000 miles, or I'll go, all right, well, I'll spend a little bit more money. Let's go 12,000. Let's see what's there. Oops. Okay, well, another couple of grand. opens the field up a bit more for a few more cars. So you can, and then if there are cars in here that really are, suited to and the sort of cars you want to sell, then great. It just shows you that, well, an extra couple of grand, you're going to get something. But again, keep an eye on this margin, and then those are the basics for actually just whittling down a spreadsheet to a handful of cars without using Auto Trader or any other software. It's completely free. And then the next step will be to whittle it down further and get some information about these cars. So that's a real beginner's guide to get all the cars into a spreadsheet, whittle them down, and so you're presented with the cars that are within your budget, your mileage, and you can see the margins that you could possibly make on them, and then go and see if those cars are any good for you. If they're not, as I said, move on. There's always another auction somewhere else, or the next day, or in a few days' time. So don't be put off. And every catalogue is different for a certain range of the cars. There might be some higher spec cars, and you might want to find a catalogue that's got lower spec cars that open the field up to some more cheaper cars. So have a shop around, have a look around, but you can see how quickly you can go in and make a decision and go, right, yes, there's something there for me. Let's jump on it, or let's dig a little bit further. And that's what we're going to do next. These cars may not be for me. They're not sort of my cars, but I'm going to use these as an example. So we're going to dig further into a few more of them on the next episode. So well done for seeing this and holding tight. We'll jump into the next video very soon. Stay tuned.